Have you ever stopped and just look at your life and realize that the path that I'm on, the job, the career, is something that I don't want. I never wanted it, but I am still in it. My question to you today is, what if the life you're chasing isn't even yours? My name is Catherine Allen. I am a life and business coach. I advocate and help women to create the life that they want through freedom and income. So many women inherit goals from family. Culture may dictate a particular path, or there is a certain expectation placed upon you by the family, and you find yourself going down a path, actually starting perhaps where you go to school, what feel you get into, because that is the path that's been laid out by your family or by your culture. You find that you have been complying because that is who you are and that is the expectation. And then the moment may come where you realize that your achievements don't feel like they're yours. You're actually doing the things you're doing because you want to please your family, you want to meet the expectation, but you're not even enjoying these achievements. Then you start to want to redefine success on your own terms. And this happens over time. For some people, it may be 5 years into a job or a career, and they realize this is not what I want to do. And when that happens, it leads to either two things. It could take you down a path of burnout, or it could perhaps take you to a path of misalignment. Misalignment is the most painful place to be in your life. And oftentimes, misalignment happens when we are doing something that we don't want to do, we don't enjoy it, it's not what we want. Especially when we realize we were meant for something more, something different, and we want something different. The misalignment is more pronounced. And when you think about physical misalignment, if your back is out of place, or you have an ache and you know you need to give attention to it, you may ignore it for a little while, a day, a week, 2 weeks, and it will get to the point that you cannot go on until you get that adjustment. You go to a chiropractor. And oftentimes in life, when we are on a path that we no longer want to be on, we are not happy, it doesn't light us up, and we see a different path, we have a different goal, a different desire. And when that is pronounced, that is misalignment. You can ignore it for a little while, but over time, it will be a greater ache. It will show up in your happiness. It will show up in just how you see your future. And it can bring about a great sadness unless we do something about it. If you find yourself in misalignment, examine what is it that you want to do. Acknowledge that you have been on a path designed by someone else. As I mentioned, it could be designed by your family, your culture, or just the expectation that others have put on you. When you realize that you are out of this misalignment, then it's up to you to get the relief that you want. What I have discovered is that when you're in this situation, find the thing that you want to do. And the path that you're on, more than likely, it is creating the income that you need. But to ease that ache, consider starting the thing that you want to do on the side. If this is something that you want to pivot to, then start it on the side of your job. I advocate never to just quit a job to start something else unless you're in a position to do that. But if you're not, then to ease that ache of misalignment, start what you want to do on the side and try to build it to a place that you could pivot if that is your desire. And if you don't want to pivot, but you need the relief of doing something that lights you up, something that you enjoy, then you can still build that on the side of your job. For many women in particular, without realizing it, we often want the permission of others to do the things that will bring us happiness. Do you want others to have the right to give you permission for what you want and what brings you happiness? You may have to negotiate that, but in the end, you know where your place of peace, your place of happiness will come. And when you neglect what you need for yourself to bring you fulfillment and happiness, that neglect is going to show up emotionally, mentally, and it could actually show up physically. So, for that alignment, you have to pursue something that you want to find the alignment. So, when you do that, you're actually granting yourself permission to rewrite the rules. You've been playing by the rules that have been dictated by others, but those rules did not work for you. And often, if you're coming out of the corporate environment and you've been down that path and you realize that that is the path that you no longer want, you are unwilling to play the game of the rules that are in corporate, that is one of the most areas of misalignment that women experience. And for some, there is no misalignment. They love the corporate life. But for others who are misaligned, it is an ache that you cannot ignore. So again, I encourage you to look at what you want to help you get yourself in alignment. That could be, what is it that you enjoy? What is it that is your strength? What do people come to you for with questions or advice? Those are some of the things that, if you are good in certain things, that is your strength. And often our strength, leaning towards our strength, is where we can get better alignment. And to help you really analyze what might be your strength, what might be a goal or a path to pursue, I have created a guide. It is free and it is entitled Tap into Your Zone of Genius and Monetize It. And within the guide, I have a prompt template that you will plug in information about yourself, plug that information within the template into Chat GPT, and you might be amazed at what is already inside of you that you don't recognize, that might be the path to help you get that alignment, so that you won't have to live a life chasing a path that you don't want and it's not yours. Sometimes, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, the link to that guide is in the description below. Do grab it, it is free. Sometimes the life we're living isn't wrong, it's just not ours. We're doing it for someone else. That is why I want you to get your alignment. Alignment comes with finding what lights you up and pursuing that. So I hope that this information has been helpful for you, because I don't want you to continue to live a life that is not the one that you want. My goal on my channel is to help you to create the life that you want, and to find that through freedom and creating the income that will allow you to do that. So do subscribe to my channel. Come back, as I will be talking about mindset shifts and a strategy to help you get the life that you want and to help you get on that path to create income on your own terms.